Hi everybody. Okay, so I have been off for a little bit. Hey Ember, how's it going? So first of all, before even going to what I want to do here, I've been off for a little bit, various reasons, like a lot of different reasons, some personal, some tied to the stream. Nothing bad really. I was just tiny bit burned out. Wasn't really super satisfied with the stream, how it was going. I need to structure it, but also I didn't really have time, so I took a step back, have some ideas how to go forward, etc. But in the meantime, something came up. I mostly do retro games, strategy games and stuff like that in this channel so far, but I wrote it in the bio and everything. I am pretty big fan of fighting games, especially SNK fighting games. So SNK started to release trailers for King of Fighter 15 character trailers. I saw already a bunch of them, but I want to, check them out again and break them down. And I didn't watch the last one, the one that came out yesterday. And apparently is Yui Sakazaki. So this come off every Wednesday night. I usually have a slot for streaming on Thursday. It's before Lumina Dragon, so that's from 3 to 6 usually, and I will resume that schedule. But in the meantime, I want to react to all the ones that have been released so far and have an actual fresh, first time reaction to the latest one. So the first one is Shunai, which is infamous because it's a very bad trailer, but they got better. I'm not a big fan of his design. As some other people said, it looks like someone put random on a character creator. There's just too much, it's too involved. The character is not bad. Still needs some development. Is the latest protagonist. It came out in KOF 14. But yeah, this is kind of bad. Is doing only normals. Yeah, it's weird. And the tie and the headphones. None of this element is wrong. Per se. But choose 3 of them, not 27 and put them in the same character. It's too much. But yeah, the thing is, this trailer is only normals. It's cut off in weird ways. When people reacted to this, they were like, it looks like they're hiding bad things from the game. It cut off in a very weird way. But there's nothing much to say about Shunai. It doesn't show anything. But trailers got better. Now there is Maida Kun. Not my favorite character, again, is something that came out in the last King of Fighters, so not super developed. But at least you can see some of the animation. The graphic is way better than 14. That's not even a comparison. I wouldn't say that this is the prettiest game around, But it's a pretty game now. Like it seems well done on the art style department. While 14, not so much. So I will refrain here because the later trailers show things a little bit better and we can break them down there. But there's something to break down from this one already. Benimalu. Benimalu is a classic, is here since '94. So this is a classic. This is as old as the series. Benimalu has been in every single King of Fighter, I think. So Benimalu here, that yellow aura, that is an EX move, which in King of Fighter 14 you couldn't do EX moves out of Neomax mode. Here you can, as you could do it in King of Fighter 13. Some people are surprised that Benimalu is in this team. Benimalu is Japanese and usually was part of the Japan team with Kyokushi and Goro Daimon. And some people were surprised to see Benimalu in, in this kind of team with two characters that have nothing to do with him. But this is not the first time. I don't remember if it was King of Fighter 99 or King of Fighter 2000, where my headphones are dying, where basically Kyo was a character that was separated from the rest. It was a standalone, it didn't have a team, and Benimalu was inserted with the new protagonists, K-Dash and Maxima, in Team Hero. So this has precedence. What doesn't have precedence, and I think that's a signal, and it's pretty much confirmed, and I don't think anyone is talking about it, is that the last time it happened, it was 4 characters teams, and we had Benimalu and Goro Daimon be part of Team Hero. Having Team Hero with Benimalu, Shunai, and Maida Kun, I think it kinda confirms, unless there is some weird, huge surprise and a new way they think about the teams, that Goro Daimon is not in the game. This, I believe, will be the first King of Fighter where Goro Daimon is not a character. And I don't think anyone addressed that yet. Like, obviously it's possible, like the first time Benimalu in Team Hero was kind of a surprise, but now we already saw the precedent. It could be that there is a new precedent. But so far I think Goro Daimon is not in the roster. Now for the one that everybody wants to see, for very good reasons, Yagami. The design is amazing as always. 14 was not a great design, but to be honest, it was not a great design for Yuri. Like, Yuri is always... Like, the character design is amazing in this character. Like, the style that they give him. New... I don't know if it's a Climax, it's a Neomax, like, it changes the name, we don't know anything about the mechanic. Like, a thing that people are not talking about and addressing in all of this is that in these trailers, we do not see any kind of UI. Like, you don't see the life bar, but most importantly, you don't see the power meter. And people are trying to break down. They see that characters can do EX moves, they can do, they have some kind of Neomax mode. You can see it's very faint in certain characters. In the Benimalu trailer there was one, like, let's see if I can catch it. Yes, see this blue kind of outline, like this blue glow on the character that in other scenes is just not there. It's very faint, and it's probably just temporary, like it's probably going to change into something more noticeable. Obviously this is still work in progress, but this clearly is a Neomax mode. Now, considering that a lot of people don't know what I'm talking about, Neomax mode in many of the King of Fighter games is a mode where you unlock some capabilities of your character. Usually is either you can do a super whenever you want, your super are more powerful, you can cancel moves into other moves, things like that. Most King of Fighters, especially the latest ones, always have some kind of mechanic like that. So that is confirmed, is also confirmed, and we saw it when they do move and they flash yellow. Let's see if we can find one. This one. When they flash yellow like that, that is an EX move. Usually has more properties, either more damage, bigger hitbox, stuff like that. In King of Fighter 14, that was only possible during the Neomax. King of Fighter 13, you could do it. You spend 1 bar and you do it. So we are going back to King of Fighter 13 as mechanics. But the big thing is, we don't know what kind of bars are here. If we were looking at footage from King of Fighter 13, we wouldn't see the drive bar, which is something that we will not anticipate when it comes to mechanics. So we don't really understand the mechanics yet. Like, we can try to break them down, but we don't fully know yet. Joey Gashi. Joey Gashi is always fun. Music from Fatal Fury 2 / Fatal Fury Special. So both of these super are confirmed. Again, EX moves without being in a special mode, but we know this at this point. I really like the animations are really well made, and the kind of horizontal screw-hurricane, something like that.
Shatter all expectations.
I love him, he's such a goofball. Kyokushi, the original protagonist. Great, like, this is a mix of designs that he had through the years, and they nailed the right elements to make it, you know, like, wink at all the old Kyokushi designs, but also kind of make it feel like this is a new one at the same time. It's familiar but doesn't feel old. So level 1 into level 2 into climax. And The climax is amazing. This move is great. Looks amazing. Like, the trailers get way better from the first one. The first one was horrible. So, Kyokushi and Yagami, people were kinda sure that will happen. Team Secret Treasures. It's not the first time that we have this team. Usually when Benimalu is on Team Hero is because Kyo is in this team. And this is tied to the storyline of the first 3 King of Fighters. 4 King of Fighters. 94 to 97. Chizuru, though, hasn't appeared in a King of Fighters since King of Fighter 2003. Which is insane to think. But that's 18 years ago. Like, guys, people from 2003 are adults. I love the kind of cliffhanger, but I like this new climax. It's cool. I imagine that this will crash down on Yori. But I like it, it's cool. So I wonder if the existence of the Team Sacred Treasures means that there is some villain tied to the Orochi. Because that's technically what this team unites for. Andy Bogart. A lot of people loved the new Andy Bogart, and a lot of people used to hate Andy Bogart. I kinda always liked Andy Bogart. Like, Andy Bogart Andy Bogart suffers from the Luigi syndrome. As in, Terry Bogart is the protagonist, is your brother, and is always getting, you know, he's always stealing your spot. Like, you're never going to be like the centerpiece of the game, of any game, unfortunately. But Andy has always been cool. I always had that ninja intensity that I really liked. And the last design was horrible, while this is pretty good. This super came out in 13, and it's the best super Andy has ever had. It's so cool. I think 13 did it a little bit better, but it's still really good. So, of Andy, I like that they maintain some of the concept from Fatal Fury, and it was in King of Fighter 13. He has... let's wait for it. Okay, that is a feint that still hits. That is the move. Like, this move, that was interrupted. And this is the same move, but it interrupts to just jump down and continue the combo. I really like that mechanic from him. And the usual, everything goes dark and silent, and the elbow.
Shatter all expectations.
So all of these trailers are the trailers that came out before, that I already saw. This is not a surprise to me. I saw it before. My reaction kind of tells you that I saw them already. I knew what they were about, but this is absolutely fresh. Came out last night, and I haven't seen it yet. And people were expecting to see Terry Bogard. I think people are a little bit disappointed to see Yuri. I don't dislike Yuri. It's just not. It's not Terry. And I'm glad she's there, but she's never been my favorite lady in Art of Fighting is King. I want to see King. But Yui is okay. I really hope that she... Well, we'll talk about it later. Let's... Pow Pow Cafe. Such a weirdo. Okay.
Yui Sakazaki.
Costume is very classic. Like, this is Yui Sakazaki since the beginning of history, pretty much. I don't remember if Yui has ever had a change of costume. Okay. Level 2. Oh, combo from that. Oh, you cut it off.
Shatter all expectations.
Actually, I played her sometime. Like, it's a good character to play. It's just, you know, not the coolest of all designs that SNK ever came from with. So let's see. The climax looks a little bit like a Ken Shinryuken, like it's a Shoryuken that just goes spiraling through the sky.
Shatter all expectations.
What can we see from this? Like, I'm actually surprised. It cuts, so I'm not sure that it's seamless, but it should be because it doesn't make sense that they make all the other combos are seamless. So level 1 to level 2, which is an also Koken, the character is out there. It's on the ground. You can activate it and hit him? Like, there's clearly frames that are not showing because it shows like it's under it. So I think that was cut. Like, there's no way that this is a combo. Like, there is no way that you kick this guy down here, you're down here, he's on the ground, and this is the next thing that happens. Like, is that even the same character? I guess. Yeah, that is Andy, okay, he has been Andy all along. No, this is Maida Kun. So yeah, this is Maida Kun, while this is Andy being hit. So it's definitely not the same combo. Which is weird. Now, I have been in the video game industry. I therefore cut people a lot of slack because people complain about the stupidest things. This game is in development. This game is not ready. These videos is that just to show you, hey, we're doing this thing. Like, it's not... Like, they have almost an entire year still before this game comes out, I think. Like, not an entire year, but 6 months probably, or something like that. Like, there's still a while. They might have, like, the animation, but some problem in how it connects with the like, something that is not really there. And it's fine, because they definitely have still a lot of time to work on it. A lot of people will probably complain knowing, oh, it looks like they're covering some issues. Yeah, of course they're covering some issues. This is a trailer, is supposed to make you hyped for the character. It's not supposed to, give you information on the state of the game when it will be released. And the state of the game is incomplete, because otherwise they will be out. like if the game was already perfect and ready, it will release. But yeah, I don't think there is any reason to panic. Yui Sakazaki is here. Now, what I want to see when it comes to Yuri is what team she's part of. Because Yuri, a little bit like Kyo and Benimalu, has been this pick for teams that is not necessarily tied to a specific one. Yui Sakazaki in most of the games is part of Team England, the ladies team, that changes. It changed a while during the years. The classic and the one that has been most represented and represented from the beginning, from King of Fighter 94, has been King, Yui Sakazaki, and Mai Shunai. But Yui Sakazaki has appeared outside of that team to be part of the team Art of Fighting. With Ryo and Robert. In some cases, when there were like 4 characters, it was Ryo, Robert, and Takuma Sakazaki. And this is a game that has three characters teams. Another possibility that I would be really excited about is the possibility of having Team Out of Fighting be Ryo, Robert, and Yuri, and have back the kinda Team Old Man, where you have Saishu, the father of Kyokusanagi, Takuma, who is the father of Yui and Ryo Sakazaki, and Haiden, the father of Leona. That will be really great. I love Haiden, and I think Saishu has not been a character since, I want to say 2002, but I'm not even sure that it was in 2002. If he wasn't, he would have not been a character since King of Fighter 98. Which I kind of want Saishu back. I think having Saishu back will be amazing. Let's see, because again, this is a character that a lot of people that are not super deep into King of Fighter do not know, but let's see. If I search for this, what do I find? Yeah, this. Oh, the special move evolution, and this will tell me when is the last time that appeared. There is a King of Fighter 94 reboot, which I don't know if we consider him a full game. '98 Ultimate Match, of course. But Saishu was a cool character, like the cool old man, father and teacher of Kyokusanagi. Had his own style for the usual flame of the Kusanagi. And we'll see, but I don't think has been this is King of Fighter Neo Wave, which counts, I guess, but it's not part of, you know, the main line King of Fighter. This is kind of a side thing. So yeah, we didn't had Saishu in a main King of Fighter game, not like a sideshow. Since '98? It would be great to have him back. And also, I would love to have Haiden confirmed as a character, because I love Haiden. But yeah, I think that's pretty much what we can take from the trailers that we saw so far. Obviously, I'm also working on the back on people that reacted to these trailers before me. Not that it's difficult to see what is happening, but obviously everybody's already talking about it. But yeah, Yui is exactly what we would expect from Yui. I don't see any surprises. There are maybe a couple of moves that I'm not sure she always had, but definitely had before, like the air throw. I'm not sure it was in every single... Oh, wait a second. What was that Cypher? Okay. Cypher EX. Oh. That's cool. So, this is a Cypher... It's not a Cypher EX. It's not even glowing yellow. Maybe we're into something. Okay. It's a charged up Cypher? Like, I wonder how it works if you keep the button pressed before you do it, and then it explodes. It looks like you both get on the ground, although it's a weird sitting position for Yuri that is goofy as fuck, like she is. Like, that was a Cypher EX, and it has kind of like throws you into the air and you can combo off it. So I really wonder what is the difference between the regular one and this thing that explodes. Like, does it look like... you don't really see what happens before, so you don't know if it's something that looks like it's been charged. That would be new, though. That's something new. I have to say, especially when it comes to Yui, though, aside from that small move, expectation not shattered. This is as classic Yui Sakazaki as it gets, which is not bad. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but I have high expectations from this game, and my expectations are not shattered, and that is a good thing. So let's continue to not shatter my expectations. No, it's good. I in general, there have been a few surprises, a few things that I really like not really surprises. It's stuff like Chizuru. I'm glad that she's back. It wasn't guaranteed. That is a surprise. Godaimon not being in. Godaimon being in is an expectation that has probably been shattered. Godaimon is not a character I play, but I can see some people being disappointed. That being said, this is all for the trailers in King of Fighters. For now, we will have another one next week, and we will definitely react to it. I wonder if we are ready at that point to have Terry Bogard, if we will go on with the Art of Fighting team, or the ladies team, whatever Yuri is on. I assume like the expectation to shatter would be that Yuri is in the ladies team with King and Mai. That is the most classical of teams for her, but maybe expectations will be shattered. There's also another expectation to be shattered. I don't believe in it. Like, and it's not like people are talking about it or anything, but it's a possibility. It's like they do kind of shake up of teams that make sense. We have a team Fatal Fury where we see Joe and Andy, and the expectation obviously is Terry. That is, unless they want to make two Fatal Fury teams. And in that case, I think what will make sense is having one team with Andy, Joe, and Mai Shiranui, which means someone else in Team Ladies. One team with Terry Bogard, probably Rock Howard, and my pick will be probably Blue Mary. And that will be cool. I would love to see Blue Mary. Blue Mary was a DLC character for the King of Fighter 14, so they used her recently. They definitely didn't forget that Blue Mary is part of the cast. Obviously, the thing with King of Fighter is we are at King of Fighter 15. Every game had more than 30 characters, pretty much. Sometimes more than 50 in some cases. And SNK likes to, switch around. Like, it's not the same cast plus a few new ones. Sometimes some people get off from a game, some other people show up. We had so many characters between the other franchises that joined King of Fighter and the original characters from 15 games. There is a lot. There is also, to be said, King of Fighter 15 will have new characters, and so far we haven't seen any new original character created for King of Fighter 15. So I'm also curious to see what the new characters that we have never seen before will be like. That being said, next week, probably 3 to 6, my usual window for streaming, we will have a new trailer and we will react and dissect it. And obviously this is going to be on YouTube. So I can't wait for that, and we will see you next week.